Dan's eating a carrot.
Alright, gang, we are live on Twitch here.
Oh my god.
As Dan's eating a carrot. So welcome to the world of Hearthron. I'm your host, storyteller, and dungeon master Bilbo. Come join us as we travel through the adventures, the tales from the Yawning portal. This is our 12th episode of the Forge of Fury, and the plan is to play the same characters through each of the adventures in the Yawning portal, level up the characters accordingly, and finish with the Tomb of Horrors. So come join us as we travel through these old school dungeon crawls. Just a quick couple of announcements and then we'll get started here. First, we are a week and a half away from our 14 plus hour stream on Twitch. We have partnered with Extra Life. We will be raising money for Children's Miracle Network hospitals and playing Dungeons and Dragons, of course, for 14 hours. We are going to go through the Curse of Strahd, and our goal is to raise at least $100 for the Gillette Children's Specialty Healthcare here in Minnesota. My 3-year-old grandson was actually a patient there when he needed some surgery. And we have a link on our information page here on Twitch. And I also put it on our YouTube channel as well, so you can actually donate now. We are part of the Dungeons and Dragons team. And if we raise $100, JD, who plays Dar, has said he will also match that donation of $100, which is pretty cool. And it is also breast cancer, or really I just say Cancer Awareness Month. And hence, look, I'm in a pink shirt today. That was work driven. And then I'm also using pink dice here on our stream here. I will try to put up the numbers as best as I can when we get to them and try to roll them in place, or at least move them so people can see what the Dungeon Master is rolling here out there on Twitch. So, I know who wants to do a recap of last week's episode because he wants a luck card from Nord Games. So, take it away there, Torn.
So, last time we found this, after defeating a band of skeletons, we found a secret door and we went through, found this chamber, a big chamber. There was a couple of, actually there's nothing in there, but then we found 6 doors behind this well.
Keep going.
And
just making sure sound works.
In the first door we looked in, we found this halberd which Torn is using now, just like with draconic fume carvings. And then in the second door we opened.
Billy, is that even on? Yep. Okay.
Then we went down and into this room, and there were 6 dwarvish skeletons. We started to attack them when a ghost came out of the wall and attacked Erebus, and it scared away the life of a little, and added age to Torn and Calcrix, White Dragon companion. And then we went through the other doors, and then we found more doors again. And the first one we opened was this chamber of like a high dwarf that hasn't been vandalized yet. And when we entered, Erebus went around the room, and Thorn went straight through the middle, and a rug snapped up. And that's where about we ended.
Yes, anybody else have anything to add to that? So it actually wasn't the first door. You've opened some rooms here and there, a few of these rooms, and they've been abandoned.
Did you say Erebus stole Dar's beer?
Oh, I skipped that kind of.
Oh, you were going to even talk about that. Yes, that Erebus
That was funny.
stole all of Dar's beer and put it by the well.
Oh, I skipped that part. I remembered to. I was like, I'm gonna say it. I'm gonna say it. Then
All right. That's all right.
Okay, liquid.
All right, so
I'll read
here's
it.
the luck card. You can go ahead and read that.
I succeed on an attack roll.
All right. Yeah, that will be very handy. All right. So,
Let's roll.
yep. So let's set the scene here. The group is down in the forge. They've made their way through the part of the forge where they've been dealing with some undead, and lo and behold, they find this room that is dusty but has been left kept, and this dwarven this rug with the picture of a couple of dwarves on it was in the middle of the carpet. There's a bed, there's a desk, and Torn went around and is being smothered by this carpet, this rug.
Can I
And
still
has
attack
him.
you?
We'll find out, well, won't we? With that, we will go ahead and roll initiative, people.
My first roll of the day. Decent. Off the 19 though. Sort of already with it.
Tor's looking for a whole new world. It's not a magic carpet ride.
All right.
I'm not wrangled this
It's a
time.
magic carpet. Not a magic carpet.
Oh, gee.
Magic carpet.
Not.
A whole
That's how I named it. Magic card.
Okay.
You started singing really, aren't you?
That might be the 6 ales I had before we started.
Mine rolled off the 19.
All right. So, is anyone above a 20?
23.
23. Zazriel is back.
That's nice.
All right. Yeah.
Glad I got that one out of the way.
Just do that. All right. Anybody from 16 to 20?
Aliens and 18.
All right. Valiant's 8.
I was about to say.
Wow. All right. And then 11 to 15.
13.
13 for
Wait,
Torn.
aerobase?
I'm gonna just plug the
Alright,
carpet.
buddy,
with
I'm coming
arrows.
up last here.
Oh no! Wow. 6 to 10.
8 for L.
So L is
6.
8. Erebus is 6. Wow.
I got your meat, Erebus.
Yeah, you did.
I rolled
I'm
a
gonna just
4.
plug your boy with arrows.
What is Torn? I'm sorry. What was Torn again?
He was a 13.
Oh, 13. Oh, okay. Oh, Thorn. Oh, I see what I did.
What's Valiant and Cat?
I
Oh,
see.
Valiant was 18. That's right.
Oh, I see what I did. And then what is Kit?
4.
4. And what is Dar?
Dar's got to roll next round. He rolled a 1, so I got 2.
Oh, wow. All right, so
Roll next round. How's that sound?
all right, this will be
He's
interesting.
busy drinking beer.
All right.
Stolen from him.
So the first thing happens is this rug that is
Is it an attack?
it is covering you and smothering you. You are gonna take 7 points of damage to start off, Torn.
Wow, just starting off the round taking 7 points of damage.
That's right. Welcome to the game.
Wait till you get plugged with arrows. Rug.
Please don't do that. Please don't do that.
All right, so Zazriel, you are up.
Please don't play with
So yeah, it's just beating on you. What it is beating on you in there, and is trying to smother you.
I come in the room.
All right, so Zazriel, you're coming into the room.
I go to the left, 15 feet,
This your left. All right, right there.
and plug the rug with 2 arrows.
In the draw.
Tor's inside there. He's just rolling around.
with a hunter's mark on the rug.
Oh no.
shooting at the old man in the rug.
20.
20 is gonna hit.
Alright, 8, 11 points of damage.
Okay, so it takes
Do I get hurt?
11 points. Are you of no concern about him inside there?
On the first one, I know. Kind of just
All
like,
right.
it's kind of like, I
and-
got in the room, I'm a
and
little
so,
scared of the rug attacking.
So
Okay.
Torn, you take another point of damage. So you're -8. You feel like this sharp thing poked you.
On this one, I'll be more precise. It's gonna be 20
20 is gonna hit.
or 9 more points of damage.
All right. Got it. All right. So yeah, this time you just seem to go at the top, hit it.
Is it
and
like
didn't
step
hit,
over?
didn't hit you. No, you're still in it. It's
Did it flop over? Is it done? Is it dead? Is it dead?
all right. That's Azrael.
Then it's
All right,
Valiant.
Valiant, you are up.
Valiant.
Valiant, you are up.
Yeah, sorry about that. I'm not used to actually being the front. What are we even fighting?
Well, you actually are back at the waterfall with quite a bit of the group, or not the waterfall, the well, and so you actually don't know. You all, yeah, I mean, unless somebody is Zazriel or Erebus says something.
Yeah, I'll say I may have hit Torn in the blanket that he's fighting with right now.
Let him fight with a blanket. Come here, guy, and have a drink of beer.
I'll just go over to Dar. I guess.
Wait, I don't even say Torn. I say there's an old man in the blanket
Yeah,
being attacked.
I'll just go over to Dar for the time being. And I'll fight.
So you gotta take a drink from that jar.
That's gonna be a party tonight.
Yeah, you guys right now are next to each other at the well. So,
I'm here.
all right.
I give him my mug of ale so he can have a swig.
Okay. Torn, you are up.
Okay. I'm gonna
So,
try-
right now you are blinded in there. So you can't see anything, and you are
I'm
restrained.
Oh, so I can't attack.
No, you can attack. You can choose a couple of things. You can choose to get out of this grapple, get out of it, or you can just attack and stay in the thing.
If I use get out of the grab, will it take my whole turn? to get out?
It will take your action. So if you have another action or bonus action, you can
Okay,
take that.
So I'm gonna try and get out.
All right, so go ahead and make a. Go ahead and choose athletics. I'm sure athletics is your better choice.
What's that?
Acrobatics.
It's athletics.
Okay, go ahead.
24.
All right, yeah. So you escape out of it.
So it's right here in the room, basically.
Yeah, it's still on the floor
So
right now.
I'm gonna move 5, and then 10 to get away from it.
Okay.
Action surge and hit it with my halberd.
All right, so your action
Have you guys
surge.
rested since last?
Yeah, we rested.
Yeah, you guys took a long rest.
Ready? That. That's probably gonna miss. But is a 10 gonna hit it?
No, 10 misses it. So just right over it. Don't hit it. So. All right.
Kill that rock.
L, you are up.
Alright, so I hear something about a rug and
Yeah, now you just hear Torn yell, you scream out and say, "Kill that rug!"
Kill that rug over there.
Kill that roll.
I'll head down there.
All right.
Do I get to the doorway?
Oh yeah, yep, no problem. You can. That's 20 feet of movement there. You can look and you see this rug flapping up right now, kind of in the air a little bit. And yeah, you see Torn on the opposite side of it.
5 feet away.
Azrael's in the corner of one side, and Erebus is against the wall on the other side.
Yeah, I'm 10 feet away from it, so I can just hit it with my halberd and stay back.
Yeah, I see Torn and I just don't see the thing itself, so.
Yeah, just imagine it's in front of Torn. It's big. It's as big. It takes up probably about 20 feet in the room.
Okay. All right, I'm gonna do. Just gonna do Sacred Flame on it.
Okay.
So, easy 14.
It is gonna make it, believe it or not.
The rug makes the save.
Yes.
And she is going to back up another 5 feet
Okay.
and say, "Man, have you ever seen an animated creature? You might want to take a look at this."
All right.
Sure.
Erebus, you are up.
Finally. All right, so finally, stopping, looking at the pretties on the wall, I'm like, oh, look, a moving rug. So I'll turn around and, is it like curled in a ball or is it flat?
No, it's actually open, kind of flapping like in the wind, almost in a sense, almost like the wind right now. It's flapping around
Nice.
in the air. Half of it's down where Torn escaped from it, so half it's kind of flapping on the ground. But there's a big chunk just kind of flying up in the air, probably to the ceiling height, 10 feet height in this room. Yeah, it's a big rug.
All right, I've never seen anything like this. I guess I'll just take a slice at it.
All right.
So I guess if I have to move in, I guess move me in if I need to.
I would say, yeah, just if you move 5 feet, you can take a swipe at it. Not a problem.
All right, cool. And then I gotta look at. Let me just roll first and see what happens. All right, so AC 23. It should be no problem.
that hits.
And then, right. Let me look at the sneak attack. An enemy if the target is within 5 feet. So I don't think anyone is right now.
No, Torn is. Torn escaped from it, but he's within. The thing is so big. Yeah, the thing is so big that he's within 5 feet.
Then I won't worry about it if you're not. So, yeah, it's 12, 15. No, that's not right. Sorry, 17 points.
All right, perfect. Nice. All right.
And I'm gonna move back. I'm gonna use my cunning actions and disengage, and I'll move away
All right, sure.
as far as I can.
Yeah, if you move into the corner of the room, that's probably about as far as you can go. So.
Good enough. It likes to taste old man, so I think I'm alright.
Yeah. All right. Katara, you are up. Katara.
Wait, I didn't know it was 20 feet. I thought it was just like 5 feet rug. That's why I only moved that much. You didn't tell me that. What? You didn't tell me that. I would have moved that 20 feet.
Are you really that scared of the rug?
Okay, so you're gonna head down and check out what's going on.
I'm gonna stay range with it.
All right. So yeah. So you step to the doorway and look in, and you see what you'll see is actually kind of like the back of this large rug, just kind of flapping in the air, and you see Zazriel in the corner with his bow out. You see Erebus in the other corner with his sword out. And you may see flashes of Torn on the other side of this carpet as it's moving around. And they all seem like they're fighting this thing. There's 2 arrows stuck into it right now. And there's also a couple of slashes, big slashes into it as well.
fire with flame blade.
Okay. All right.
Oh my god, oh Jesus. Hopefully you don't be grappled this time.
I rolled 12.
You're gonna be taking damage from him and the fire.
Unless it burns and
What's
dust
that?
instantly.
Trying to find the freaking spell.
Flame blade.
Probably your attack bonus, I'm assuming, right? Or your spell attack bonus. Let's take a look here. Flame blade. Alright. So, you evoke a fiery blade from your free hand, and the blade is similar to the size of in shape of a scimitar. It lasts for the duration. And, so you can cut through. So you do a melee spell attack. And if you hit the target,
Yes.
which you do, because you rolled a 12, I know that. So it's 3d6 of fire damage.
I rolled 6 points.
On 3 dice.
On 3d6? 6
On 3
points?
dice.
Alright, okay.
So 3 to 2 and a 1.
Oh, yeah, that'll do it. Alright. So yeah, you strike a little flame on it, but it doesn't seem to do, it's not really on fire. So you,
Smoldered a bit.
smoldering a little bit. Alright.
Okay.
Alright, Jot,
I'm happy with that.
Jot turns invisible and kind of flies back and says, this is entertaining.
What about Calcrix?
Can I get to Calcrix, maybe?
Oh, I didn't know he's so slow.
Yeah, he's slow. the only person slower is Dar this time. All right.
I never roll for you.
He got older and so he's slower.
He's just gonna step and
Look
you
at it.
can't do nothing. You're all in the way. All right. All right, Dar, you are up.
What are they all doing over there? I suppose we should go take a look, huh, Valiant?
I suppose so. Normally, having trouble.
Here's mud in your eye. Takes a drink and
How are you gonna head on over there?
rides over to the door to see what's going on first.
Yeah, so you can step in the doorway right there with Kit on the opposite side of her, and yeah, so you see the back end of this rug, this large rug, it's flipping and flopping in the air right now. It's got a couple arrows and slices into it, a little char mark on it. You probably don't see Zazriel where you're kind of coming from, but you see Erebus across the room, and you might see a glance of Torn on the other side, opposite side of the room, opposite side of this large rug, carpet, whatever you want to call it,
Magic card.
flopping around.
Well, this is a funny looking trap. Alright, let's swing it and see what happens.
All right.
He goes, grabs Gladys, and he'll swing on it twice.
Okay.
You're lucky. You have your 5th level, so you get 2 attacks.
Just ask who should have done.
And the first one is a
You could like do 4 attacks probably right now.
plus
We'll never know.
6. Oh, that's
Would you let him die?
15.
Yeah, that's gonna
I
hit.
didn't let him die. He just failed his save and then cut it and he fell.
Plus 3. For 9 points of damage with Gladys.
All right.
The second swing is a 19 plus 6,
Yep.
so that hits.
Yep.
You were doing an attack.
That's for 8 to 9, 10, 11 points damage.
All right. Got
It's
it.
a 20-foot. Yeah.
Okay. All right. It is
Oh,
a.
it didn't burst into flame or anything. What the hell kind of trap is this? It's supposed to tickle you to death and slap it in the wind.
All right. I won't do that. Yeah, it will. So it comes right over. It comes over the top of
Torn?
Dar,
Oh, Dar.
or sorry, Torn. Let me see if
Save?
it hits you. No, I gotta roll to see if it's gonna hit you. What's your AC, buddy?
20.
Yeah.
Actually, no, an 18 because I'm not having a shield.
Okay, 18. So it actually misses, so it comes down in front of you.
Actually, and as it misses, I riposte.
Okay, so you're going to riposte. All right. What you roll, buddy?
No, I'm sick. So I miss.
All right, so you miss with your repost. All right, got it there.
I'm gonna use this.
All right, so Zazriel, you are up.
Did it get onto him?
No, it came.
That's why I
It came over and then it missed him. It goes right in front of his
And I just
face.
missed.
Guess
I
you
see-
got lucky this time.
We both missed each other at the same time.
I'll shoot it again.
All right.
21.
Oh yeah, that hits.
Each dodged each other.
15 points of damage.
All right, it just seems after that hit, it just seems to kind of collapse down to the ground.
Alright. I'm gonna shoot my other one at Torn.
All right, so we'll come out of rounds. What do you
I
guys?
step on the rug.
What do you guys do? You step on the
I
rug.
stomp it.
All right.
Is it a beautiful rug?
Huh?
Is it a beautiful rug?
Actually, yeah, it's a nice rug. I mean, other than your guys' holes and slashes in it now. But yeah, actually, if you lay it out, it's a very nice decorative rug. This room here is actually, like I said, you weren't here, so this room is pretty well kept. It's dusty, but there's a bed and dresser in here. If you guys search around the room, you are gonna find underneath the bed. You will find a small wooden chest, and this chest contains 1,200 silver,
I'll take that.
3,000 copper, a square of silk, in which wrapped are a star sapphire
Ooh.
worth 500 gold pieces.
Take that.
And a pair of matched blue topazes. They're both worth 90 gold pieces each.
Okay, I took the silver and the gem. Sounds good.
Well, it's,
Where do you think you're putting your hands, Orc?
Okay, I just take the silver. You guys don't need the silver. You guys don't take it.
how are you going to carry 1,200?
I'll put it on the meal.
Did we not save your life? Are you not traveling with us?
I guess that's true. So I'll put it on the meal all of it.
The mule's not here.
Oh, where is it?
Way up above.
Okay, then where are we gonna
We'll
put
be
it?
back in the barracks.
Yep.
You're welcome to carry it, Torn. but
No,
that's
not
your
happening.
treasure.
For the record, what are our rules on the division of treasure in this group?
Tor, why don't you just hand it over to me? I'll make sure it doesn't get lost.
Okay.
We split it up at the end amongst all of us equally.
Exactly.
The issue is just that it's too bulky. Why don't we carry the chest back to the main room where we were at?
Or the bear.
Where we put all the other chests that we just found. Alright.
I like Erebus' idea.
That was 1,500 silver gold.
It was 1,200 silver, 3,000 copper, and then, like I said, there's the star sapphire worth 500 gold, and two blue topazes worth 90 gold pieces each.
We also have like 2,000 more silver pieces.
Yeah, you guys have a lot of silver.
Erebus does suggest these small ones someone should carry. The sapphire.
The sapphire and the two topaz, yeah, they're
And topaz. Alright.
yeah.
I volunteer to carry that.
All right. Yeah, so just mark that on your character kit for right now that we know that you have them, but just in case something happens, like, I don't know, fall down a waterfall and die.
Ooh, I wonder who that happened to.
All right.
That's a cool
All right.
one.
So what do you guys do next?
We'll return to this hallway and form up the same line.
Okay. Sure.
Think about Erebus at the door, checking for traps.
And then
Yeah.
I'd enter into the room, like always.
And then the old man runs in.
This time I'm gonna stick to the right wall. When I
Are
run
you
in.
hobbling a little bit now?
No.
Sure looks like it.
All right.
Don't talk, small
Some
gnome.
arthritis there.
I thought.
Jot, to you, Erebus, in the back of your mind, of course, says, I think I'm gonna stay behind the big oaf now. I mean, I don't know if you guys have realized this, but we got this big, large ass dragon behind us now, and I'm not getting breathed on if he decides to breathe or something like that. So I'm going to stick behind him for now. I'll come up when needed, but I don't want him all of a sudden decide to breathe on something and I get caught in
I
it.
roll up the rug and put it with the chest.
Okay.
That's a good idea, John. Let's address that now. Erebus will whisper to Elle. Why don't we tell Calcrix that chest we just recovered is his?
Sure. That's fine by me.
Alright, go ahead. I don't know that much Draconic yet.
Yeah.
I can tell him to attack it, that's about it.
Calcrix.
Yes.
So, I realized that rug was quite boring, but it was protecting this room that had quite a bit of coin. I'm thinking we're going to make sure we transport whatever coin we get from this area, especially this chest that's quite full. Back so that you can have a nice mound of it wherever we find a place. If we go back to the other location, if we want to home there.
Okay. Sure. Sounds good to me.
This chest book is specifically for you.
All right. I like that idea.
Well, of course, and
Okay.
it does seem that ghost did frighten you, but yet
I wasn't frightened.
perhaps it could have that.
And look at me now.
Yeah,
Now people are going to be scared of Calcrix.
that's very true.
I have a feeling something's gonna go wrong soon.
I understood that.
I was hoping to fight with Calcrix, like roll his dice today.
All right. Are we going?
Yeah, we're going forward.
Alright, so I'll check the next door on the left, I think.
Yeah, the next door on the left, sure. All right, 1 second here.
Torn the champions, ready to go in. Oh, treasure!
Maybe, maybe not. So here.
And
Push the main,
I
can
enter.
you push the main camera up a little?
Yeah, it doesn't really matter to be honest right now. Other than making you feel good. So yeah, so
Disadvantage on my perception.
on your perception checks,
And I have.
I don't think I'll give you disadvantage on those.
Okay, that's good.
Not today. All right, maybe next week. So yep, you open this this next room here, and this room here once again it looks like this was probably somebody's living quarters as well, but it's been ransacked through here pretty well. And you do
I thought you chose a random card.
I do choose random cards, buddy. All right. So you do find in here actually some white cotton vestments for dwarves with some gold in their cloth. And it looks like in a sense where they're probably, you can probably tell this. Oh, L. You probably think that these were probably robes that belonged to some of the dwarven clergy here. You assume that probably, and there's about 4 of them, they're probably worth about 5 gold pieces each.
5 gold?
Yes, 5 whole gold.
How many are there?
There's 4 of them.
Oh, so that's 20 gold.
20 gold, yeah.
Can we make Dar wear one?
No. I think you should put one on Torn.
Awfully nice.
Okay. Well,
What are you talking about, Gnome? Huh? You talking about me?
we'll definitely take a look at them.
It's okay, Gramps.
Okay.
Who you calling Gramps? I'm a champion.
All right, so you guys make your way through here to the next room here.
The next room on the right.
Yep, I assume you just go down the hallway here to the right.
I'll be right.
Yeah.
Bam.
Okay.
Mario.
Sorry.
Next to
Lost my map. One sec, guys. Oh, there it is.
when you lose your
Yeah, how did I lose my map? All right. So, so on this side here, it's a much larger room again. In fact, I can kind of do this as we go.
Hey, Tess, can you hear me now?
Yep.
Yeah, I can hear you. Sorry.
Yeah, come on.
Okay. So this room here looks like it was probably a dining area. A lot of broken big broken table. There's a lot of little broken chairs in here. You do see a couple of blankets, some pots and pans, but it looks like it just has been abandoned. It hasn't been used at all here.
Okay. So we thoroughly searched it, nothing useful.
Nothing useful in here at all.
We'll go to the next door to the left.
I moved down with him.
Oh yes. Just moving the group
Slowly.
slowly on down the hall.
Slowly but surely.
There's so many doors in this hallway.
Yeah, there's a ton of doors.
Is it a long hallway?
Yeah, so you see the end of the hallway here. So there's 2 more doors, and then it seems to open up into a much larger room, kind of where like the room, but a little bit bigger. And it looks like there's another well in that room as well, as you guys are approaching that room. But there's 1 door on your left, or really 2 doors still on your left, and then 1 door on your right.
So what's in this left door?
So in here, there is, and this room is also. It looks like this is probably a room of maybe an individual dwarf. There's a bed, but it's wrecked. There is what's left of a portrait. Framed. Yeah, sit in your chair, right, buddy. A portrait, but it's been slashed and torn. But it looks like it is an old, ugly dwarf. It was in the picture. However, it's just shredded. But you guys can kind of imagine that a little bit there.
Dog, we
So.
found Dog, we found your father.
Just adjusting the camera there because squirm a lot. So, all right. So you guys make your way to the next room, I'm assuming. Slow going as it may be. Yeah, nothing of interest there. Yeah.
You guys send such great tales of wights and ghosts, but yet we fall upon no enemy.
We fought a ghost.
Sure, maybe you just went through an aging phase.
For the record, how many weapons have we acquired that we're supposed to? I've counted 1 of 4 only so far.
That is correct. You've only acquired the 1 out of the 4 so far that you have
That was a
found.
long sword. What do we still need?
I'm still carrying that.
I think Zazriel has it.
No, it's on.
No, I had it.
It's on Kit's. It's on
because
Kit's
I
back.
knew less about carrying it.
But what are we still looking for the record, by the way?
I think there's a hammer. What else, Dar? You talk to him.
Thought that was an axe.
I don't remember.
I think we found a hand axe and a battle axe, but I cannot recall at the moment.
Jesus. Longsword, great axe, hand axe, and warhammer.
But I was right.
There we go.
Somebody takes notes.
That's why Erebus is here.
Okay, that's
And
why.
that's why Erebus leads the group.
All right.
I'm supposed to be taking notes, this character, guys.
No, yes.
Sorry, I was drugged up when that session was
I
happening.
don't care about what-
From the car.
I'll text you my notes for that day.
He doesn't normally take notes either, so.
Are you talking about me?
Yeah, do you?
Are you kidding me?
Oh, he does.
He has notes for
Wow, he
everything.
does. Okay,
That's
if I
why I have a
had
computer.
Dungeon
I'm
Master.
sorry, I don't do old school like you and have a pencil and paper.
Hey, Zaz, don't tweak this rough during
He just gave us 3 empty rooms. I want to see something.
All right, so
Speaking.
so
Kid,
What?
when we fought the ghost, I know sometimes you're in animal form. What do you think about giving that magic sword to either Dar or the old man? So that someone else would have one if we fight something else like that again.
Sure.
Is that okay? And you also have your magic flame, which I think you still have up, so I think it lasts 10
yeah,
minutes, right?
last 10 minutes. Yeah.
What is it, a longsword?
Yeah. It's a magical longsword.
Is it +1?
It's plus whatever it is.
Yeah.
Dominance.
Yes, first circle +1.
Okay, I'll take it.
I call it first shorty. Oh wait, I'm sorry.
Okay, no.
Hey, don't worry. We
you-
have another one for you, half orc. All right, and we give him the other +1.
We'll find another one for each
longsword we
one.
had.
Okay, we'll find another one for you, Gramps.
I just handed over to Dar.
Okay. And then what are you handing, Torn?
We have another one.
Yeah,
Right?
it's a +1 longsword.
Thank you.
Erebus, we have another one, right?
I think we just have the rapier, don't we?
Yes.
That's
That's, yeah, it's a rapier.
You're gonna have to be 1 attack.
Not the one you have. The one you have is the longsword, but there's also a rapier that's
That's in
+1.
Zazriel's hands.
Zazriel has the rapier.
Okay. All right.
Maybe when we find
Alright,
battle
sorry,
axe,
sorry.
you can stop using that halberd of yours.
I'm just using it until I get a magical weapon.
All right, are we on the fourth door on the left?
Yeah, so this is a larger room here. And this room here is rows of empty weapon racks and a dozen or more suits of armor, plate mail, dwarven plate mail is in here. There's some debris litters the floor, but nothing of value is readily at least apparent.
You wanna?
Other than
Take
this
a couple
dwarven plate mail?
Well, I mean, yeah, there's a dozen suits of dwarven plate mail,
You wanna
but
DM it maybe?
what do you mean DM it?
To detect magic.
Oh.
A dozen suits? That's like a lot of gold, isn't it?
Yeah, but trying to get it all out of here.
I mean, that's a big problem anyway, but yeah.
Hey, Dragon. You want to wear some dwarven plate?
Yeah, so we'll search that room, and I'll ask either Bailey and Elle or someone to do detect magic.
Okay, so what are you guys gonna do?
I'll take the time to do a ritual of 10 minutes of doing a detect magic. The group can do whatever they want, I'll say. So I'll just stand there for a while, sit down and get my book out and start writing the runes and start reading them.
We're gonna check the other door.
All right, so are you guys gonna? While he's doing that, are you gonna investigate this room more, or are you gonna go across the hallway and check the other?
We'll make sure it's clear, like there's no like enemies in the
Yeah,
area.
no traps or secret doors, otherwise we'll leave.
Make a perception check for me there.
I'll give him an extra set of eyes to you.
All right, 24.
All right, so 24. Yeah, you don't think, at least, you're pretty sure there isn't, but there might be one across the room, but you just can't, you're not for sure unless you kind of go in and be able to investigate it more. But there might be one across the room, but you aren't 100% sure.
Okay, with guidance.
It's like straight across the room.
Okay, yeah, I mean, I'll go through the room, that's fine. And yeah, I'll take Trabella's guidance for sure.
Okay. Anybody going in there with him?
I'll follow her. I'll follow him.
I'll come in too.
Say, hey, this could be a place where another room could be lined up. My map shows me that this could be another spot.
Oh, we're in the room across. So the armory is safe, though?
No, this is the armory room.
Oh, the armory's on the right. Okay, sorry.
No, this is the armory room. All right.
So I actually want. Who's in there with? I only want one person at most, because there could be another dwarven trap with those.
Torn.
Yeah, I'll be.
Get out of here.
No. What? You. Oh, you guys.
Do you still go in there even though they tell you
Yeah,
not
Do
to?
you want to meet your end?
You have the choice. Do you go in there or not?
I'm going to be in here in case they're undead. If there's something else, I'm backing out.
The undead are gonna come out of the walls.
No, I'm talking about through the door. If there isn't.
You would have to push the door open for it to happen.
All right.
Yeah, and then I can move.
Alright, I'll
But we're not gonna push the door open. We're just checking
Or a secret
the
door or
traps.
whatever.
All right, go ahead.
Yeah.
Alright. Oh, it's terrible though. Much worse. 23. I guess not much worse.
All right, no, 23 is good enough.
Wait,
So yeah, so you do find a secret door there against that wall.
The sound of thunder.
And the sound of thunder.
I told you. I
Uh,
told you they're coming out of the wall.
and
They just come alive out of the soup plates, man.
yeah, so all of a sudden, two of the dwarven suits of plate mail, one swings down immediately
On Torn?
on Torn there.
I told you to wait outside.
Miss, and then it swings down with its other
Oh,
fist.
miss? The miss?
Yes.
Wait, let's see if this one hits.
All right.
Those,
Huh?
Do they both miss?
Both miss.
Okay, I'm gonna close.
Looking for dwarven traps.
I rolled two.
Old man, come sit your
Now you're on the
crib
D10
and
and the D8.
I'm D8.
Oh, my
No.
bad,
No.
dude. That one.
Yeah, a 21. Does that hit?
Yes, that hits.
Boom.
Nice job.
16 points.
All right, 16. Got it. All right. Now we will actually we're going to keep the same initiative.
Yes.
The other one comes moving across the room and is going to now attack Zazriel.
Zazzy boo.
Miss and miss. So both of them miss as well. Just boom, boom. Just hit air. Zazriel, you are up.
How long has this been? Like 20 minutes?
No, it hasn't even been 10 minutes.
Alright, cool. I move my hunter's mark onto him.
You have to back up.
No, I don't, man. I got this, buddy. Alright.
How could? Oh, it's
I pull out my rapier and I swing at him.
Okay.
You have a plus one rapier?
We were just talking about it, man.
Oh, I thought Arabic.
Does a 16 hit?
You hit it. However, it doesn't seem to stick or do anything to the suit of armor.
Does a 19 hit?
A 19 hits. You hit it and you actually seem to do something to it.
8 points of damage. 9 points of damage.
9? Got it. Okay. Alright.
I'm trying to distract you.
Alright, Valiant. You are up. You were in the middle, you're kind of in the first couple minutes of casting this ritual, and they go in to the room. So.
I keep working on the ritual.
Okay.
He's too distracted writing the runes, and his eyes are kind of twinkling with stars and glowing, and he's not paying attention at all.
Perfect.
Oh, yeah, he's in the ritual.
Good.
Torn, you are up.
I'm going to go at him with distracting strike. Attack the one I attack!
Alright.
Really? Alright, just use it. If you want to use it, go ahead. It's all your
Using this.
decision.
So what did you roll?
I rolled a 10 on the dice, would have been a 15.
Okay, so he's handing me his luck card. Succeed on an attack roll. So he's got that going for him. See, I love giving the 10-year-old cards because he uses them.
Come right back.
They just come right on back to me.
13
I've
points!
had 2 since like week 3 of the game.
13 points.
13 points to it. All right, very nice. All right. All right, so yeah, you strike on down and crank a piece of the armor chinks off of it.
If he doesn't attack him.
All right, Elle, you are up.
Alright.
Do you think he's gonna aid you or his friend that he's been battling with for a long time?
I'm just going to move around the corner there.
Now she's going to try Sacred Flame on the one by Zaz first.
Okay.
Or a DC 14 dex save for it.
It makes it. Just makes it. I tell you.
Some days not so much.
I either I miss or make all my saves. So that's.
Yep, exactly. Well, and then put her right to the corner.
All right.
On Zav's side of things.
On Zaz's side? Okay, perfect. Got it. Alright. Got you over there in the corner. Alright, Erebus, you are up.
Alright, despite the old man telling me what to do, I will move to help Zazriel.
Alright.
You'll be shocked to hear. And I will, I'll pull out my second short sword as well.
Alright.
Alright, so first one, AC 21.
That's gonna hit.
And great damage. Wow. 12, 18, 5. So 23 points.
Jeez, very nice. A big old chunk of plate comes off of it.
You fancy me with your 2 weapons.
Second hit is AC 20, and that is 5 more points.
5 more? Got it. Alright, so yeah, you take another stab and crank at it a little bit there. Alright. Alright. Qatar, you are up.
I'm still out of the hall, aren't I?
You're in the hall, but you do have your flame blade going right now, so.
Then closest one to me would be the one that's on the other side of Zaz.
Let's see here. So 10, 20. Yeah, I mean you're gonna probably get about 5 feet from the one by Zazriel. You'd probably be about 10 feet away from the one with against Torn.
Go help the old man out. He seems to be struggling today.
Yeah, go help Torn.
Alright, so let's just...
I throw a spear at him. We can get a clean shot.
Yeah, you can, absolutely.
Oh, and it's at advantage.
And you have advantage. So 2d20.
That was mine.
Fish out on D20.
You gotta be ready for that, kid. You gotta have those dice out.
Yeah! They're all my bag.
They're not helping you in the bag.
I rolled a 13 and I rolled an 11.
So
That
13?
13 on the roll plus your plus 5, is that correct?
Yes.
Okay, you are just gonna hit then.
Okay. No. 1d6. Roll 3.
3.
Plus your strength.
And you have any strength bonus there?
Plus 3, so I got a 6.
Okay.
So 6.
Perfect. Alright, got it. Alright. Alright.
You're attacking those. I'm guessing. Calculus.
He's just gonna look in the door. Just fighting just suits of armor with no dwarf in them. Maybe I should just fight Dar. He steps in their room.
Okay, I'll roll for him.
Let's see.
But I'm a dwarf who don't wear any armor.
Yeah, so he steps in. He's gonna attack. You can go ahead and roll to hit, buddy.
Okay.
I'm gonna roll damage though.
Oh, I kind of.
Oh, God.
You guys aren't gonna know what kind of damage he does anymore right now. Go ahead and roll to hit.
11 on the die.
All right, so he takes a bite into this armor here.
I really wanted to roll damage for him.
Bites his head off.
You mean the armor off?
Well, the pseudo armor off the head.
I mean the helmet.
It's a part of the helmet.
No, it's just floating suits of armor.
So yeah, he just bites into it, and this frost from his breath comes around, and you guys see, now his bite is much larger, much vicious, and he just crushes the suit of armor
And as it freezes.
in his mouth as it freezes, and then he just drops open, it lets the metal go onto the ground. No flesh in here.
That's why I want to roll.
I'm
So
getting,
now he never pissed off Calcrix.
I'm getting hungry too. All right, Dar, you are up.
So that thing's down now, that armor.
Yes, one suit of armor by Zazriel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Move me up to the other suit of armor that's next to the half-orc.
So 25 feet is going to get you about 10 feet from it.
So 35 feet because I'm 5th level now. I gain 10 feet of movement for me.
No advantage for you, Dom.
Oh, okay, perfect. Yep, then you're good.
Just a normal roll.
So we're all the way up there, and I'm gonna swing on it twice. All right, first one is going to be a 14.
14 does not. You chink at it, but you don't seem to be able to do any sort of damage to it.
Okay. The second one is a 22,
That is going to hit.
and that does 13 points of damage.
All right, so yeah, a piece of plate falls off of it. It is still up. All right. It's a new round. It now takes 2 bats right at Torn again.
18 AC.
First swing with its fist misses. Second one also
Okay, then I'm repulsing.
misses.
What?
You're out of maneuvers.
This is his 4th maneuver.
Oh, yeah, 4 minutes?
You said it?
Oh, it's me.
No, you don't.
All right. So go ahead and do your repost. What'd you roll?
Oh wait, it was this die. Oh wait, no, it was this die. Why did I roll the green die?
All right. Well,
I
what
missed.
did you roll? You missed. All right. All right. Zazriel, you are
I
up.
said not to roll the green die.
That one's dead. Alright, I sheath my rapier and move 10 feet forward.
Okay.
And move my hunter's mark onto him and shoot twice.
All right. So you're just gonna like move here, like 5 feet.
Back up. Oh, back
Oh.
up. Whoa,
Oh, okay.
yeah.
Right there?
Yep.
Okay. No problem.
Shifa.
It's gonna be 20
Yep, that hits. Goes through the plate.
for 12 points.
All right, and it just falls apart as
I can't.
as you hit it with that arrow. It just seems to slump on down to the ground.
And the door wasn't even open.
Huh?
It wasn't even open, the door.
The secret door?
Yeah.
No, he just was
Touching it. And
touching it, and yeah, and then they seem to go into motion.
Alright, and then I'll back up 15 feet towards the wall where the one that attacked me came out.
Over here in this
Yeah.
corner. All right. Okay. So yeah, just really quick then. Valian, you are still studying away. Torn, what are you doing now?
Stupid midterms.
Torn is going to move right here.
Okay.
He'll stay at the center of the room, like prepared.
All right. Elle, what are you doing?
Elle is going to move over and take a look at the remains of this suit of armor, the one by Dar.
Okay, so you're gonna go head over to where Dar is and check that out.
Examine that one because she figures it's probably not damaged as much as the one that got frozen.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Yeah. So
All right. Erebus, what are you doing?
take notes.
So I'm gonna go to the door and finish examining it or figuring out how it works.
Okay. And you rolled a 20 something.
23, I think.
Yeah, so yeah,
It was
you
23.
yeah, so you've easily figured out that the door you have to actually pull it towards you into the room here to open it, but it's not trapped or anything like that.
Okay.
But yeah, you figured out how to open the door.
Okay. Well,
And it's a smaller door too, by the way. It's probably about 4 feet in height. It doesn't go high, so it looks like this is probably built 4 doors by doors.
So I'll go ahead and open it if I don't think it's trapped.
Yeah, so you open this room, and it's a 10-foot by 10-foot room. There is a door directly across from you, a wooden door directly across from you in this 10-foot square.
Okay. So I guess first, any signs of traps on the ground?
No signs of any tracks.
Okay, and I just want to check that room to make sure it's not trapped before I move into it.
Yep, go ahead, give me a roll.
Alright, yeah, that is a 27.
Perfect. So, no, you're confident that the floor or that door across from you is not trapped. However, you also notice a door on your left side, just another secret door. The same thing, probably about 4 feet, 4 feet high, and this door seems to open outwards, not inwards into the room, but
Yeah.
you'd have to push it outwards into whatever's beyond that.
secret door then and see if I can figure out how to open it, or maybe that was part of that.
Yeah, that's part of that. I'm giving you that with that high roll
Okay.
that you can figure
Sure.
that out.
Okay, great. And I think that one's safe as well.
Yes. Yep.
Okay, so I will go ahead and open that one as well then.
Okay, so it's a small hallway, 4 feet high in height, and it's probably about 4 feet wide. It goes about 15 feet or so, and it seems to have a T going north and south.
All right, I'm going to message back to Dar. You want to come play north up here?
I was on my way anyways, might as well.
Okay, so
I
Dar.
will.
And when I get chopped,
I
well
will look
enough.
for just the first few feet and make sure it looks safe, and then tell him go ahead.
Okay,
I come with.
all right,
Yeah. So I'll let Dar pass, and then I will stand in the way.
all right. Yeah, so Dar, you're gonna have to crouch down. How tall are you?
I'm like 6 feet.
Yeah, so it's 4 feet ceilings.
So I have to cross down.
Yeah, so you're not going to be able to get past Erebus. There's no way to get around Erebus.
It's only for small creatures, mainly.
Are you trying to crawl underneath?
Made for dwarves. So yeah.
Left it for one.
Okay.
So
I'll just stay back then.
you're gonna stay back in this room then?
Yep.
All right. So you guys go to the T intersection with Dar in front of Erebus, and you look both ways. One, they both seem to go about 30 feet in each direction, and they both have dead ends. Erebus, go ahead and give me a perception check.
All right. There we go. Yeah, natural 28.
Oh, yeah. So, without a doubt, you know it's the same mechanism of the last two secret doors that you have found, and both of them seem to push out of this hallway. But both sides have secret doors on each end.
Okay. So I'll whisper to Dar. Which one? Your choice. Alright, last time we chose left, that worked out great. Alright.
Other group. Last time we chose left, we succeeded in killing the.
Hey, while this is
player.
going on, while this is going
I like
on,
that spin, Daz. That's good.
while this is going on, I'm just gonna look, Torn will just slowly look back at the other door and then look back quickly. Like nobody's he's just slowly inching backwards towards the other door.
The back where Valiant is? So you're heading back that way?
Yeah.
Where are you going?
What?
Okay, so you make a go ahead and you make a stealth check. You make perception.
Try hiding from that, buddy.
Disadvantage.
Yeah, you're in plate mail's disadvantage too.
You'll see me.
All right, so you see Torn
Yeah,
Torn
hide
taking
from
a
the
couple
22.
steps back. Probably everybody
Yeah.
sees him doing this.
Calm yourself. I thought you were a city guard. Do you not stand watch?
I'm guarding the door.
Do you never stand watch on a wall and watch over the city and protect?
That's what I do.
We are only standing here for mere seconds.
For the secret
You begin to make me worry that you're not a city guard and you may be a spy from the orcs.
In comment, Calcrick says, "Can I eat him?"
Not yet, but keep your eye on him, please. We may have to watch this one a little more keen than we thought.
Okay, I'll watch him. I'm watching you. In common.
Oh, so he's learned to speak common?
It seems a little rough, but it seems like he's
It's like Bumblebee when he started to speak
saying a
common.
little common. All right, so you guys go to the left and open the secret door outwards into the room, and it leads into what you believe is the other room, this larger room that's further down to this well, the other room with the well, this larger room. In here, so Zazriel's just around the corner, really. And in here, there's 3 doors. One right next to where you open the secret door. And then there's also 2 of them on the east wall. One directly when you come out of the secret door on the east wall. And then about 15 feet north of that, there's another door on the east wall. So that's what happens left. So it seems like you can see the valley and down the hall, wave at him, except his eyes are in the back of his head. You guys head back down the other way?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Okay.
Back down the other way.
No problem. All right, so you open that. All right. And here, you open it up and you get this kind of brush of cold mist into your face as you open up the door, Dar. And it's and you hear the water coming down, and you open this door, and it's this part of that natural cavern here and you'll see the waterfalls going down on the opposite side of this chamber, this large chasm, really, this cave. So you assume that the waterfalls are from the forge coming down. This is where the waterfalls drop. There is a small, well, not small. At the end of this spur where you're at, there is a old chain ladder that leads down into darkness. Where you figure wherever the water's
We found
going.
Sasku?
Do I see any elk bodies down there?
It's too far down to see anything.
Well, I'm just right here in the water. If there were any elk bodies laying against the door.
No, there is no water. It's the waterfalls. Across from you is the waterfall, and the waterfalls are going down. There's two parts of this waterfall. The waterfall's broken up into 2 pieces, both going down this large chasm that you're in. But on where you're at, on this ledge, there's this old chain ladder that seems to go down into darkness, further than your dark vision or Erebus's dark vision can see.
Well, what do you think?
I get a rope.
Yes.
Yeah. I think we get a rope. That's what I think. Yeah. No offense to dwarves, but water and metal ladders don't mix.
You just go grab a half worm, toss it down, and we'll be here and go come float and know where how far the bottom is. Just count 1 second for every 100 feet.
What are you
Let's go
guys
back and
doing
finish
back
clearing
there?
this level before we
How
go
long it's
back.
been? Like 2 minutes?
Yeah, probably about 2 minutes now.
And we probably shouldn't mention this place yet because you know the
I'll tell Chuck to come with me.
Yeah, I agree.
Dragon,
Let's go
dragon,
with that.
watch my back, please. Just in case this or try something.
Where are we going?
We're gonna go check out the other door.
Oh, okay. All right. So you guys are gonna go across the hallway here and check this door. All right, not a problem.
I'll begin.
With that, just in a sense, Kit, what are you doing? You see, both Zazriel and Torn and Calcrix. They're gonna go ahead and check the door across the hall, and Elle as well. What are you two doing?
Elle will finish herself right at that doorway.
Okay.
Still in the room here.
Yeah, just watching. Okay.
I'm going to slowly follow behind to make sure they don't get themselves into trouble.
All right, so maybe both of you maybe watch from the doorway. All right.
I'll message Erebus. Find anything interesting down there?
Is there a range on message?
Yeah. I think it's 120.
Okay, then you're fine. Yeah, okay. Yeah, if it's long.
Yeah, 120. I will say, I don't know where we were at this point, but
I would say you're probably down in looking down at this waterfall and the chain right now.
okay. Found ladder to next level. A bit dangerous. Coming back.
All right, perfect. So you guys open that door over there, and I need you to both roll saving throws. Just kidding. All right, so.
Yeah, they deserve it. Do it.
Depends what it is, if I made it or not.
All right. In here, it's looks like it's a small barracks room, but searching around in here, you're gonna find. In fact, I have you both roll perception checks on this because Mr. Greedy over there.
Investigation.
Yeah, you can roll. No, this is perception, not investigation. Investigation is more in a sense.
I'm gonna search it.
Yeah, no. This is gonna be perception.
19.
All right.
A 9.
All right, so you find this gold coin that has a dwarven face on it, and it says Durgadin on it here, and on the back of the card there's some dwarven writing on it here.
I don't care. I don't read it.
All right. So just put Durgadin gold coin. And what it does, so just so you know later on, you can take this one gold coin, and if you go into a dwarven store or shop back in Baker's View, it's actually worth 30 gold pieces to the dwarves. They'll exchange it for 30 gold pieces.
Alright.
Yeah, and that is
Anything
it
else?
in that room.
So I'd look and see like you pick up a coin.
So let me put new map kind of on the board
Inside a coin.
as they come back.
Nine.
One moment, gentlemen and lady.
You want me to slide it?
And excuse us for if you guys hear on Twitch or YouTube, if you hear the thunderous clamor up above. It is not a stone giant, but a 3-year-old monster.
That will eventually be joining,
21 seconds.
but not yet. I wish you joined us.
Who's that? Which one is that?
Let me explain. So this is where
We are at.
I'm just moving guys around. 1 second here.
When we get the additional map out.
It's mail time.
I've heard that. What?
I heard nap.
Can we put Bailey in the room, please?
Huh?
I'm guessing Bailey will be in the room.
No, he's down the
No,
hallway
if he's
here.
doing like detect magic, he'd be
Oh,
in the end.
sorry guys. I've been so busy with work and family stuff that
Hey, don't blame me.
I will blame you a little bit. Not really. Not the grandson. Just a little bit. Yeah, actually, it is your fault too. 'Cause last night, as he's singing the national anthem out at a football game where we froze our butts off.
Oh
So
yeah. Frozen.
That was fun. So I didn't have ample time to change the maps around. So I just, earlier today, drew up the new map here.
Hey, it works.
If it works,
Yeah, we won't need to put them on there. All right.
This is a big room. Jeez. Big level, I mean. My bad.
Yeah, this is the forge. So yeah, it's a huge level here. As I said, this another well, another room, large room with a well in the on the corner there, and there's 3 doors, as well as I should do this part too. An opening there, so the secret door there. So
that's the secret door.
yeah. So it's just opened. But yeah, so that's what you guys see, and of course now both Dar and Erebus will make it back as well to the room. So you have 3 doors that you guys haven't checked out yet.
All right.
Well, first I'd like to go to the well and check down it to make sure there's nothing lurking.
Yeah, perfect. Once again, this seems well water. This one's higher too. It looks like the water in this one is a lot higher and easier to get to if you guys needed to. But you've refilled your water skins from the other well. But yeah, this one seems to be higher in water, but nothing else comes to mind here.
Don't look too close there, but I won't. El's gonna shine down Sacred Flame into the well.
Okay.
And I'm going to look away.
All right.
And I'll look directly at it.
All right. No problem. Nothing happens.
Must have died.
So
Let's
I'll go to the first door to the right then.
Yeah.
Check it for traps and then open it up.
So I'm saying the one next to the secret door here. This one.
Yep.
Yes, please. Yeah, that's
Yep,
it.
and
Yeah.
I'm ready.
Perfect.
I'm right behind.
All right. Let me move the gang.
Doing forge. When can we attack an orc camp?
I don't let him stand behind Erebus.
I
You need a
don't.
trap-
I
you need a
just
trap
don't.
check?
Oh.
No, I'm strong. He's weak. I can push him out of the way.
Yeah. Give me a roll.
Alright, 20.
Push me out of the way.
And are you guys gonna continue to have Valiant do the detect keep
Wait,
doing
he's
the
not done with
magic?
that yet?
No, it hasn't been 10 minutes yet. It's been
Waiting
about 6 minutes now. And Kit, your blade's gone.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll pause then. I'll pause here.
Okay, so you guys will wait here. Wait till he gets the detect magic up. Okay, no problem. All right. So you, Valiant, you do your detect magic. Both those suits of armor that are now destroyed. One's really destroyed. You might get a tint of magic, residual magic still on them, but it's fading. It's definitely seems to be dying down. In the other rooms around here, the ones that you guys have passed, you just definitely go through and scan those quick, and you're not going to get any magic along any of these other rooms. So, and if you want, you can still have it up here.
No magic in the last room that we just checked.
Yeah, sure, I'll keep it up.
No magic in the last room that you just checked. No.
That's good. Yeah, I'll join the party still with the Stella.
Okay, perfect.
Wait, while that's going on, while we're waiting for that, I asked Dar to come in one of the rooms with me.
Okay.
And I pull out the coin of Durgan. And I say, here you go, brother. This is for your dutiful protection of me And I hope you will not trade this, and you will honor this and cherish this coin. And I hand you it.
Beautiful. You mean with the group, right?
What?
Sure, I'll take it. Listen, I'm getting rid of cheese.
All right.
So, thank you, and is there more?
Okay. That's fun. All right. Erebus. So you're at this door. Did you roll?
20. I got 20 total.
Okay. So this door is locked. It's not trapped. However, it is
First
locked.
being greedy.
All right, so let me back everyone up, and I guess but it's not trapped. You said, or I don't
It's
know.
not trapped. It's just locked.
Okay. All right, well, I'm gonna try my thieves' tools. I haven't used these in forever.
All right.
All right, here we go. I'm gonna try Bella's blessing on that though.
Yes, I appreciate you too.
Elle will come over.
Okay, if you guys need a minute, hold on. Go ahead.
Dar holds his arms out, tries to give Zaz a hug around the waist. That's about as tall as he can reach.
So stand Elle right next to Erebus and say, Trivella, guide you. And I will, so casting guidance, but I will also assist.
Oh, sweet.
Okay. How are you going to assist?
I am going to take a look at the lock myself, examine it,
Okay. Make a roll.
search through my thieving tools and say, between yours and mine, some of these might work better.
Okay. Give me a roll first.
Okay, for Elle.
Yep. For L. This is in the sense to see if you can figure out the lock on the door.
I'd be at 21.
All right, so go ahead and take the advantage die then, Erebus.
All right, so I will. All right. 4. That's good. 16, 26.
All right, so click.
Click, click.
Hey, Liam, close the door, buddy. All right, so click, click. You unlock the door.
Excellent.
Click, click.
Thank you, Trivella. All right, so I will go ahead and open it then, I guess.
Okay. All right, so you open the door here.
Aww. Crick. Real craggle.
Actually, there's 2 doors in here.
Ooh, he messed up the map.
I forgot a door. All right. It's not a big deal. All right. All right, so in here, this room here once looks like a library or a study. There seems to be bookshelves stand against the walls. Piles of books rest on a reading table in the middle of the room. The air reeks of moldy paper. And you see the doors here, one to the east, one to the south. Sitting at a table and a chair with a book open is this beautiful, slender woman with long black hair.
Close the door.
And all right, so you close the door. All right.
Fuck that.
Oh, it's not for her.
Because I don't mess around with people that are alive that somehow manages to read that. No.
All right, so you close the
You
door.
close it quietly enough, that's the question.
I open it quietly and peek and close it quietly.
All right, yeah.
I mean, Will can have me roll, but then
Yeah, definitely give me a roll, just in the sense to
Okay.
see if
Yeah.
she
What
notices.
do you want,
too.
like sleight of hand?
Sleight of hand, yes.
Okay, perfect. Alright, well, not the greatest though. It's only a 9.
Okay, all right.
Roll poorly. So I'm gonna whisper to everyone real quickly here. There's a living, maybe, woman in there.
So should we kill
This
it?
is a dangerous situation.
She looked human to you, Erebus.
Did She looked too, but everything has been dusty, right? Bill, no footprints anywhere.
Yeah, in this area, yeah, it's
Up until here, at least, we haven't seen any signs of people moving or
no.
no one living up in the house.
You want to sneak up and kill it?
I guess I don't know if the characters.
Just tell her to leave.
Why don't you go kill it?
Of course, we always said Torn in there. He might like her.
I'm gonna back everyone away. I want to listen at the door.
Okay.
If they will listen, which they probably won't. But.
Everybody back away a little bit, 5 feet. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, as I flick a pebble at Dar, and then I look away and just cross my arms with my helmet.
Where did you get a pebble from?
Oh, there's no
I got
pebbles
perception
here.
there.
All right.
Man.
19.
All right. You don't hear anything.
Yeah, it's not surprising, is it?
Well, you don't even hear her breathing.
Yeah, exactly.
Where's the pages turning anymore?
How about you go kill it? Stab it, and I'll stand at the door ready to shoot it.
Who are you talking to, Zed? Sorry.
Erebus.
You talking to me? I'm not gonna go in there.
Don't be so scared, brave warrior.
Then why don't you go in and attack it?
You want me to shoot it from afar? I will do that. I have no problem.
Hey, Doc, why don't you go in there?
I walk up to the door. Please, Erebus, open the door.
Wait a second.
Erebus, open the door.
Wait a second. Dar moves into intercept. You can't do that, lady.
Why can I not?
You're supposed to stand back and fire at things.
That's why
I
I'm about.
guess if you need somebody to go in and the half-orc is too scared.
No,
No, I'm not.
I am
No,
about
I'm
to shoot it from the
Go
doorway.
in. You're forgetting about the Dragon
Please, let
Ball.
me be your shield, Sass. Let me be your shield.
What do you think this could be?
If it's a human, it looks like a human. I don't know.
It's probably like Barbarian. Let me in.
Could be a
Dar moves over to the door.
devil.
Alright. I'll move away. I don't know if it relocked or not, Bill, but I'll let Dar through. I'm not
No,
gonna
you didn't. Yeah, it doesn't seem to. When you close the door, it doesn't seem to like latch to a lock or anything. It seemed like you had to unlock it, and now it's unlocked.
Okay.
Hunter's mark.
So you're gonna do Hunter's
So,
Mark.
Dar's gonna
Fast
grab
Hunter's
one
Mark.
hand is on Gladys, and the other hand he's gonna go up to the door and he's going to go and open the door and say, "Hello? Anybody here?"
Before he says hello, I shoot the damn thing.
And I have my halberd ready to rush in.
All right.
I was
so
ready before they even asked.
I'm gonna. So Erebus, what are you doing? Where are you gonna move? Just.
I'm gonna move to where the open side of the door would be, the opposite the hinge side.
Okay. So
And
opposite. Yeah. So opposite
yeah, so I
side.
can get a shot in when Dar goes through.
All right. So Dar,
And then me.
you're right. Are you gonna be right there? Is
Right
that
behind
right?
Dar.
Right behind Dar.
Yeah, I was ready to go in.
And
Okay.
I'll be behind Dar too.
Move right there.
Yeah.
All right. Elle, where do you want to be?
I am going to move to the other door that's in the corner and check to see if it is locked.
Okay.
I'll go with Al.
All right. Perfect. And then
No
Valiant.
spirit.
Valiant, what are you doing?
He's hunched over his workbench.
So we are entering into this room, correct?
It sounds like they're getting ready to enter this room. So, seems like the plan is they're gonna just try to just kill whatever it is and fire on it.
You will follow in the rear as usual, muttering about Celebron and patience and cosmology and etiology and so
What about Celtics?
Cosmology?
Step in.
yeah. Cosmology and etiology.
All
Did you
right.
say entomology?
Etiology.
Oh. I don't know what that is. I'm a dwarf.
All right. So, Dar, You open the door. What do you do?
Hello? Anybody there?
All right.
I'll step into the room 5 feet and see if anybody's there.
Yeah. Against the wall there's this female there, and you're taking shots at her.
No.
Yeah, I'll take a shot too.
All right, go ahead. I know you're not. They are.
I'm standing in the doorway.
21
21 hits her.
for 12 points of damage.
All right. Sorry. All right.
You have to tell me if I surprise her, but I jump around. I don't. It's fine. It's gonna be nothing then.
Yeah.
Fine.
She didn't seem surprised either.
Yeah.
23
I'm not even sure I hit her.
23 hits.
for another 13.
Is he 14? No, that's terrible.
That is, she's just gonna move a little bit out of the way. You're gonna miss her. All right. And so you guys just open the door. Dar says something. You two arrows go on in, and she just vanishes away. She just disappears.
Well, that worked really well. Now you pissed her off and we can't see her.
Dar, back out now.
Why?
Alright, close the door.
Alright, so close to the door. Dar's in the room. Alright, what do you do, Dar?
I go and open the door again and walk through it.
So, Erebus, are you trying to hold the door or just gonna close it and let him in?
I'll just close it right behind him again.
Alright.
What the hell is that all about?
No problem. Alright, close the door. Comes back. You close the door. Alright. Alright.
El or Valiant, did you see that? What was it?
I surely did.
Valiant.
Are the doors and the other doors in this room locked?
Did you, sorry, give me just a quick perception check.
Okay.
What's it look like, Valiant?
16.
Yeah, no, that door is not locked. Or trapped. Valiant, I mean, you barely just got a glimpse of her. I mean, it was so fast. They opened the door. It looked like a female human.
It vanished.
And it vanished. Yeah, and so it just vanished in front of your eyes.
Like, when you mean vanished, do you mean like
I was
smoke?
No, vanished like went invisible.
What's that?
Vanished like went invisible.
Yeah, I was about to say, I'll go ahead and throw see visibility on.
All right, somebody gonna open the door again?
Sure, I will.
No, I'm gonna relock the door. Screw that.
Well, do you want to open the door, Erebus? Maybe I can see my put see visibility on.
Alright.
All right.
Alright, open the door again.
Open the door. Valen, you look with your eyes of with invisibility there, your eyes glowing a little bit, and you don't see at least anyone in your vision. You know, as the door's opened, at least you don't see anybody hiding invisible. But you never know; they could be against this back
I pull
wall.
out my rapier and my shield.
All right.
You have a shield?
Yeah.
I switched to sword as well.
Okay.
And I move in the room and say.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and step back.
I move in the room and say, Valiant, can you come in with me? I will
What's
protect.
Dar's gonna move in. He doesn't want Sass to go creeping.
I will protect you from whatever this beast is, but I need you to be my eyes.
If Zaz goes in, I go in with her.
All right. So
And I'm
Dar.
following it.
All right, so you guys shuffle it in the room there. All right, and Valiant, you come in behind Zazriel, and
Why did you move Dawn?
scan
Last, I'll just wait for
Darwin.
him. I'll go by.
Don't worry about it, buddy.
Hello, lady. Where are you?
And and you look around and you don't see anybody in the room.
That's what I thought. I didn't think she was invisible. I thought she left.
Let's move fast. Go to the.
There are two other doors.
We go right to the door to the left.
All right. So you go to the door to your left. All right.
We try to open it.
All right. So you open this door here, and it seems very moldy and stuffy in here. And there's a bed in here as well, and so it looks like a sleeping quarter. And once again, this room is undisturbed.
Undisturbed?
Yeah, like in a sense. So yeah, because you kind of missed out when I described. So when that the room with the rug in it looked undisturbed. Like the other rooms that you've been going through have been trashed.
Okay.
You know, empty. Like even the one room with the armor, the racks of weapons. All the weapons were gone, but there was the dozen suits of plate mail. But in all the other rooms, broken furniture, things scattered, orc graffiti on the walls. In this room, this library that you're standing in, most of you are standing in, looks undisturbed, dusty, stuffy, moldy. And in this room that you just opened, this door on the east, there's a bed, looks like a bedroom. Once again, stuffy, moldy.
Any rug?
No rug in here.
I had the alien come in and look, see any invisibility people.
No.
Alright, we back out, go right to the next room.
Alright, and so this room is just a...
Hey, wait, before we go to this room, I'd tell them to shut the door behind us.
Okay.
So I'm in with Erebus.
Forget to look up.
Alright.
Me and our
Hey, Bill, what was she reading?
If you go over there to the nightstand, she was reading a book in Dwarvish. So.
Well, since I can read Dwarvish, what does it say?
Can you, Dar? Really? Can you really read?
Speak it.
Right, speak it. Like, can you really read, Dar?
We
I'll get back to you on that.
We move to the door. I'll have Alien behind me and then Erebus to my right.
And I'll be to the.
And we open the door.
Okay, so you open that door, and it's like a 10 by 20 room. There's no doors in here, nothing. It's kind of a weird thing that there's just, little space, but...
I have him look all around the room.
Nope, he doesn't get anything invisible.
Erebus, you want to search for a secret door?
Yep.
Okay, go ahead, give me a roll.
22.
Alright, yeah, you're positive there. It's kind of weird, but you're positive there's no secret doors in here.
None detect. I'm bad.
I'll check this other door that's in this room. And all that other wall.
Oh, the one where you and Kid are? It's a rather large room, and it looks like probably also it was once a dining hall, but it's all but been destroyed in here. Nothing seems there's nothing really seems of value here in the room. You find like
I'm mostly looking to see if there's doors.
nope, there's no other doors in here.
Okay.
Alright, I'm gonna have Dar. What kind of room? Why would they just put a 10-foot room by 20-foot room in this area of your dwarven expertise?
Did you hear that, Dar?
No, I didn't. What did you say?
What would be reasoning for your dwarfs to have this 10 by 20 foot room with no exits? Do you think it could be some form of closet for storage? Can you give us your expertise on this room?
I'll take a look at it. Orc goes over and takes a look at it. I'll use my stone cutting to see if it's a linen closet or something.
Yeah, you're just not sure what they would have used this for. It just seems weird, kind of out of place. That this small room, but maybe there was something stored in here at one time, but it's all but gone. If there was anything in here, it's been gone, and it's probably been gone for, years and years.
All right, I close this door.
Yeah, this is the janitor's closet. He ain't been here in a while.
All right, let's close this door, back out. You want to search along the right side of the wall where we first came into this room, Erebus?
Okay.
And yeah, Dar.
No.
Okay, go ahead, Erebus. You can give me a roll at advantage since Dar's helping you out.
Alright. And I'll get Tribella's help on that too, if that's alright.
Tribella's out in the other. Tribella's not in this room.
Yeah, we shut the door.
You gotta shut the door.
Alright, 25.
There we
Okay,
go.
yeah. Between the two of you are positive there's no secret doors on the west wall here, or even in the space of the south wall. There
Alright.
doesn't seem to be any.
Make
secret
sure we
doors.
back out slowly. Make sure Valian's scaling everything, making sure there's no invisible person anywhere to be seen.
Okay.
And as we back out, we open the door. And once we get out, we close it and have Erebus lock it again.
Is
Okay.
it, from this side, is it lockable without a key or without any expertise?
From which side?
From inside, from where she was.
No. It looks definitely like it had to be locked on the outside.
So she would have been, without a key, she would have been trapped. Am I saying that right?
Yep.
Alright, and is there a desk there as well we have not searched through?
There's a couple tables in here, just so I can give you a description again. So there's like I said, there's piles of book rest on a reading table in the middle of the room. There's a nightstand in the corner of the room, and that's where she was, reading a book in Dwarvish. And so there's tons of.
Dar, you made sure to grab that book, right?
Yeah, I got the book. I want to read it and see what she's reading.
Sounds good.
And we had Valiant check all the shelves for magic, right? There was nothing?
Nothing magical in here.
Alright, then I'll move out and lock it.
Well, he probably, to be honest, now he's not going to get that because he can't do magic and see invisibility. Aren't they both concentration checks? Yeah. So he has see invisibility up right now. So
Oh, okay.
he wouldn't get that.
Let's back out, lock the door, and then we move to make sure that dining room's. So we go to the door.
You need a roll to relock that door?
No, I'm not going to make you re-roll. I'll say you figured out how to lock it.
Move to the door where Ella is, have Valian check in there, see if there's anybody invisible.
Oh, okay. Yep, no, nobody invisible in there.
And then we'll move down 20 feet to the next door.
Yep, and so this room seems like it was like a kitchen. This last room up here, it just seems to be a kitchen in there.
Alright.
Destroyed, all pots and pans, a couple ladles here and there, but it's all been vandalized. Anything of value's probably been taken
No
out of
food.
here as well.
Now, what kind of undead creatures usually just vanish in thin air?
Can I cast a spell?
More reasonable, like. Well, what is your expertise in the scenario? What do you think happened? I'll explain that. Just vanished. But I think she was dead. She was locked in here this whole time. Do you have no guesses of what it could have been?
there's many different things that could have magical prowess. They're not particular to the state of being on thing.
Well, ones that can either
There can also be a type of
summon a white and a ghost to protect her.
Are you sure?
It was
Are you
bounced.
What was that, Dan?
Are you sure it turned invisible, or did it teleport away?
It could have done both. I don't know. I'm not really skilled in that way. And Valian was in his
It was
books.
on like high alert. I'm going back to that door, put my ear to it, and just sit there until they're done talking.
Okay.
Dragon, Calcrix, did you sense anything coming out of that room?
Rooming sense.
Like, other beast coming out?
No, I don't
Anything
know.
past you?
Not that I know of.
Alright. Let's move back to the main room. I think we're all clear here.
We've hit every door here, is that right,
Yes.
Bilbo?
Yes.
That we can see or that we know?
Yep, that's correct.
Well, let's wander into this room, I guess. The more the merrier.
Alright, we go back to the main room.
What do you mean main
The
room?
pillar room.
Okay, the room with the pillars. Okay, sure. All right.
Then we go to the throne.
Okay, so you're gonna go up to the throne. All right. Yeah. All right. And there's a door on the opposite
Before
side
that,
of
I want
that throne.
Erebus to check the surrounding stairs and
Jot,
throne.
what do you think of this woman?
What do you mean? What do I think of this woman? No, I didn't see her. I told you. I told you, and this is in your head. I told you I'm staying behind Calcrix unless I'm called up right now.
Oh yeah, I see that.
So no, I didn't see her.
Let me know. Let me know if you see anything invisible.
Absolutely. No, well, that's for sure. She didn't come out of the room invisible, that's for sure. No one's come in here invisible. Yeah. I do know that.
But I'll have
No human could be living down here though, right? Not possible.
I wouldn't think it's probably, I don't know, some sort of demon, devil, or ghost. I don't know, specter, maybe. I don't know. I don't know much about undead, but it could have been a devil or a demon posing as a damsel in distress or something. You know, you never know. But you know, you guys just, fire first, ask questions later. Now you're not getting your questions answered. If you would have said, hey, John, why don't you come on up here and take a gander with us? I could have done that, but free anything at whatever Zazriel does, it's like, okay, just off the handle. Choo choo.
All right, Erebus. Erebus, can you check these stairs?
Thanks, Jack.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll go check whatever they're looking for. The throne, I think.
Oh, okay. The
stairs, just in case there's some alarm or something.
Oh, you mean the little pedestal up to the throne?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Give me a roll.
Okay. All right. Natural 20, 28.
Okay. Yeah. So, you are positive that this area is not trapped. The stairs are fine. The doors unlocked. Yeah, and this definitely seems like it's good to go.
Okay, so I'll walk up to the door. So is there a door? Is that right?
Yeah, it's a door right behind the throne here.
Okay, so I'll go and I'll open that door.
Okay. So yeah, so you open this this door here, and it's there's a large table made of a single stone slab that dominates the center of the room here. There's some old tapestries clinging to the walls. Once again, these dwarven, scenes of dwarves in battle against orcs and other goblinoids, and and there's also a stone door in the far wall, carved. Once again, it looks like there's a dwarf, carved in this room opposite side of this room here. And that, I believe, is probably all. That's it. Yeah.
Alright, let's go in there and search the room, just in case.
Yeah, like I said, there's a door across this large room.
Alright,
a big stone door.
Let's go there.
Alright, so you guys make your way over there. It's like in the door, the actual stone door itself. There's a carving of a dwarf in the stone door.
I say we let Dar open this next door.
Before anyone goes in, are any once again any signs of tracks on the ground?
Yeah, make a survival.
I'll aid him.
All right. An advantage.
You might be better. Go ahead. It might be the same. Anyway, go ahead.
19.
Yeah, so actually, yes, there are recent tracks in here, boot tracks, and probably in a sense dwarven size, and they lead to the stone door across.
But they look like dwarven tracks, you said? Or
yes, dwarven.
Dwarven, huh? But that would also be Durga, right?
Yep, absolutely.
I'd say let's let Dar just open this door first, just in case there's a dwarf behind it. Maybe we can, for the first time, ask questions first.
I got
it. Hey, Dar. Let's go open this door. You want to check for traps first, Erebus?
Alright, yeah, I'll check that doorbell.
Okay. Yep, go ahead.
20.
Alright, yeah, it's not trapped.
Am I gonna shoot first, or am I gonna actually get a chance to talk here?
You'll get a chance, like you had a chance to talk at the doorway when we first entered the room.
I'm trying to talk because I need shot.
Alright, so you open that door, the stone door, you open that room, and what the room opens to be appears to be a bedchamber. In the corner of the south stands a large wooden sleeping platform, badly gouged by axe blows and partially burned. A table, bench, and a writing desk have been similarly treated here. In the middle of the southern wall, a space has been cleared for a simple sleeping pallet and a pair of large satchels here. And there are two doors on the north wall here.
All right. You want to search this room, Erebus, for secret doors?
All right, go ahead and give me a roll at advantage again, Erebus. Erebus, are you frozen?
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, sorry. What am I rolling?
No, searching for secret doors and traps, even with at advantage.
23.
Okay, yeah, so it's definitely room's not trapped or anything. There's no secret doors in here as well. You just have these two doors to the north. Like I said, there's a sleeping pallet, two sacks, two satchels by the sleeping pallet, and that is what seems to be in this room.
Alright, let's
Before
go.
before Dar goes in, if he hasn't, can I look at which door, if either, there's tracks going to?
Well, yeah, you and Dar are in here. Go ahead and I'm sure Zazriel again wants to.
Yeah, go ahead, Zaz.
22.
Yeah, the tracks seem to lead to the door to the northeast. So they're right next to each other, and so they went to the farthest door
To the right.
to the right, northeast,
Exclusively.
exclusively. It seems it's two pair, like two of them. I'll give you that.
How recent?
Probably less than a day old.
Let's go to the right one.
Yeah.
Erebus, you open the door?
Yeah.
Alright, so you open the door, and lo and behold, it's a 10-foot little room that you guys were in. To the right is your secret door that led to the T intersection with the secret doors,
Yep.
and across is back into the armory.
Gotcha. Alright, we'll close that and go back to the door to the left.
It's also a small 10 by 20 foot room, similar to that one room off the library. And nothing's in here. It looks like whatever was in here is long gone. Doesn't seem to be any secret doors or doors in and out of here.
Alright, so team, we have two options. We can go back to the forge room and go through two doors, or we can go to the chain, the ladder going downstairs.
Let's take a look at what's in these sacks.
Exactly.
Oh, sure, okay.
And can you tell anything about the type of footprints?
They're dwarven footprints, two sets.
It could have been the burger that ran in.
Yeah,
Exactly.
yep. Probably the male and the female that we killed.
We were in the other room with the woman that disappeared. Did you see any tracks there?
Does he see anybody invisible? Nothing. Really? No. Let's open the satchels.
Alright, so you open the satchels. There is, most of it's just clothes in the bags. And there's also a couple days of dry rations in here. Nothing of value here. It really looks like just some supplies.
Those rations are valuable. I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, a couple days of rations, dry rations in here. And seems dwarven clothes. Dark, black, brownish colors, gray.
Dar, does this food look like it may have come from further below, like the Durger would have?
Does it look like Dwarven Iron Rations? Does it look like something?
They just, all of you guys, really it's just some dry jerky that you can't quite tell, what it is in a sense. It's just, you're not going to be able to identify if it's just whatever. It's just Durger, whatever meat it is. It's dried up, and you sniff it, you don't get any sense of, this is elk or anything like that. You don't get any of that. But it's just dried jerky, a couple days worth of dried jerky.
It's elf though. You don't need to beat around the bush. It's elf.
Alright. We go back to the forge room
Okay.
and go to those two doors that we didn't go through.
Okay, those two doors on the other side of the river there, across the bridge. Okay, both of these rooms are 10 by 20. Nothing. These definitely been cleared out as well. No secret doors, nothing in these.
Alright, and then we go to the door on the right of the double doors.
Okay. The one further down by the
All the way down
stairs.
by the stairs.
Yep. Okay. So yeah. So yep. You go to that door, and you open that room there. There's no trap on the door. It's unlocked. You can go into this room. It's about a 20-foot hallway, and it seems to open up into a larger room. This larger room, it looks like a kitchen. I'll describe this here for you. It opens into a large room lined with hearths. The room must have once been served as a kitchen. There's pots, pans, cauldrons, kettles lie scattered on the floor, just thrown all about across the place. There's also several tables, and to the west of this room, there's an archway, and it seems to lead into what's probably pantry, and there might even be stuff still on the shelves in there.
Alright, if you're hungry, you can go try to find some food.
Big old wooden table in the middle of the room. That's about it.
These dwarves haven't been here in 2,000 years. If food's any good.
Cheese doesn't age, I thought.
Quite that long.
And once again, yeah, it's dusty in here, moldy, it stinks.
Does
It
it
does
look like-
stink like kind of rot.
Does it
might
look like
bring
more
that
carved,
over.
or does it look like it's dwarven stone?
Oh, it's definitely a stone. Everything in this forge
Yeah,
has
but,
been smooth walls, cut pristine.
Erebus and Dar, you just want to go around the room quick just to make sure there's no trapdoor.
Okay. All right. So go ahead and give me a roll at advantage again, Erebus.
Alright, well, I rolled poorly for once. 14.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, with advantage. That's funny.
Yeah, sorry.
All
That'll
right.
be 20 piece. So I presume I say, I'm not sure.
Yeah, as you're walking around, you're like trying to figure out is like, oh, I don't think there is any here. And yeah, so as you guys are going across, all of a sudden the table starts moving and just comes and charges right at Erebus.
Okay.
So
So we got a charging
I
shade
swear to
table.
God, I think there's a mouse waiting at the wand or running around here behind us.
Erebus, what's your AC?
My AC is not the greatest. 16.
All right, so yep, so it comes charging and just hits you against the wall.
I will, I'll use cunning action to cut that in half.
All right.
Is this the
Or
wood
not,
table or is
that's
it-
not what it's called. But, you know, at the same time.
Yeah, it's a big wooden table.
You can't touch.
All right. So you're only going to take 5 points of damage there
Okay.
as it comes charging across the
I've been
room.
with Erebus.
What?
I've been with Erebus.
No,
No,
you
you
are
weren't.
not.
It's
These are the
Dar
only
and
two
Erebus are going there.
in the room. I've been with Erebus this whole time. All right.
I'll take
Forget
a couple
I've
steps.
been with Erebus.
You've been sleeping this whole time, man.
All right.
So can I swing on this thing when it attacks Erebus?
What is this?
Can I swing on this damn thing when it attacks Erebus?
No, not right when it attacks Erebus. So we will go into initiative. Zazriel, you are up.
I'll move in the room.
So yeah, you see this thing go charging at L. It's got L against the wall. Or Erebus, sorry.
I'll do Hunter's Mark now.
Okay. At a table.
Yeah.
It's moving.
Alright.
Beauty and the Beast, guys. Beauty and the Beast.
17.
17. Yep, it does. You chink right into the table.
So the beast is
14
Azrael?
points.
The beast is Azrael?
I'm sorry.
14 points.
14 points. All right.
The beast is Azrael. Okay.
Then,
I see that story.
26.
Yeah, that hits.
Or 12 points damage.
All right. All right. So it's got 2 arrows stuck in it.
And I do a chuck and I action surge on the table.
You-
No.
Okay. All right. Valiant, you are up.
Okie dokie, I'm taking up the rear as usual. Did we split up?
No, the group's all together in the large chamber. I don't have this on camera.
So am I in the same room as where this table currently is?
Yeah, you're in the hallway. With the group. It's a rather large room. But you're in the hallway, so I mean, you could definitely come down the stairs into this large chamber and act.
Has anyone said? I don't think anyone said anything though yet, right?
Well, you might have heard. You would have heard the scuffing of this table, this rather large table, scuffing across the wall. You might have heard Erebus kind of go, a little bit, and you see Zazriel at the bottom at the end of the hallway, rush in, and you see him shoot 2 arrows.
Okay, I'll go ahead and move into the room.
Okay.
And ask Splash at the thing.
All right, yeah. So yeah, you see this table that's kind of got Erebus pinned against the wall a little bit.
Yeah, I'll move in and ask Splash it.
All right, go ahead.
It's just a saving throw.
A saving throw. All right, what's it? DC what?
13.
All right.
Reflex.
19 on the die. Man.
The table warps around my acid. That's good. Nice.
All right, yeah, just
Like we're a broadside of a barn.
yeah.
And the table sticks its tongue out at you.
All right. Torn, what do you do?
I'll move into the room and with my
And
halberd,
fall asleep.
attack.
All right, so yeah, so you move in the room, across the room to where it's at, and make a swing at it. All right.
Wait, wrong guy.
Man, you're just going through all your dice today, huh? And it's still not hitting.
Is a 13 gonna hit?
No, you hit it, but you don't seem to do any damage to
You're gonna have to
the
burn,
table.
like,
You
all those
scrape
dice,
off.
huh?
Scrape off the edge
No,
of
just
it.
using different dice.
All right, and then the table seems to move off of Erebus. You're not going to get an attack of opportunity here, either of you. And it scoots around and runs around the room a little bit, just like a dog. It's moving on all fours. Comes around and comes charging at Torn. And I'm trying to run down Torn here. 1 second here. Oh yeah, and hits Torn.
This is hilarious.
All right, so first I need you to make a strength saving throw here.
Somebody pissed off the DM.
Give me the full damage.
All right, so first off, you take 11 points, so I get minus 19, correct?
Yeah.
All right, and
Where's the pencil I put? There it is.
and the table
So that happens when you fall asleep at the table.
knocks you over. Sorry, and you actually take another 10 points. You're minus 29. And
1 point away from my bike.
and you're down on the ground under this table.
And the dog starts licking you.
And the table starts licking you. All right, L, you are up.
It's a rather rough lick, and you get
Alright.
splinters.
Odd as hell.
It's
So
Beauty
am
the
I
Beast gone bad, guys.
Away from this, you're saying, or I can see this going on?
I would say you are. I mean, you hear it, You're just kind of around the corner. Probably have to move 10 feet and see
Sure.
see what's going on.
We'll move forward the 10 feet to see, and then how close is Torn?
Torn is probably another 10 feet, 20, well, say 15 feet from you right now.
Okay, move me right up next to Torn,
All right.
and I will try to bandage his wounds.
All right. So just so I want you to understand, because you might not have heard this, the table's actually over Torn. Torn's on the ground laying down, and the table is over Torn, like a big dog over a child right now.
Okay. I'm over him.
Just look at him.
But you can still, if you want, go and slide underneath the table with him and bandage his wounds under there if you'd like. I just wanted to make sure you had kind of understood the picture.
She doesn't love him that much. She's gonna do a guiding bolt then.
All right, perfect.
So.
We going down.
On that. Oh, 18 on the die, baby.
All right, that hits.
How do you get out of this one? How do you escape this one?
1-1, but it's a total of 13 points.
Oh, very nice. All right.
You lost your strength deck.
All right, so yeah, you take a big chunk off the corner of the table. All right.
And,
You have to get out of the strength check.
yeah, she'll say,
Because you grappled right now.
chop this thing up, Dar.
All right. Erebus, you are up.
Do I have to?
I'm going to,
I'm kind of liking this thing.
I use my, manipulate to pull my second sword,
Okay.
and then move up on it. I guess I'll try to stealth on it. I don't know, is that reasonable? Can I hide from?
You don't think so in this situation.
Okay, no problem. Alright, so I'm just gonna move up and take a swing at it.
All right.
A couple swings, actually. AC 18.
Yeah, that hits.
Alright, and
Torrens.
some damage here.
Torn's 5 feet there.
24 points with the first swing.
Wow, very nice.
That's amazing, huh? And I'll take a second swing with the offhand. And that's going to miss, I'm assuming, AC 12.
Yeah, that you hit it, but it just scrapes along the table. Doesn't seem to take any chunks. But that one hit definitely, you chop out a big piece out of the table there. We'll be up there in a second, buddy. Be up there in a minute. Close the door. All right, Katera, you are up.
I'm gonna enter the room
All right.
and attempt to stick a spear in it.
All right, so yeah, so you go running across the room and take a stab at with your spear. All right, go ahead, make a roll.
A 13 on the die.
Plus 5 is 18, correct?
18.
Yep, you hit. You actually chunk right on into it.
And I rolled a 5 plus 3 is 8 piercing.
All right, so 8 piercing into this table. So, Kat, tell us how you finish off this table, this menacing table from Beauty and the Beast.
You killed a dog.
Did you mean polish it off?
Polish it off. How do you finish the table there?
I basically run and basically stumble a bit and just stab it right, and it just falls over.
All right, perfect. All right, so we will come out of rounds there. All right, you've defeated the mighty table.
The table's made out of oak. It's
It almost killed me.
used for other types of work.
Yes, the table almost killed
Oh,
me.
you thought I meant something else. Oh, you dirty-minded girl, you.
As soon as the table
I'm a
dies,
teenager.
All right.
Thor takes a deep breath and uses his second wind.
Okay, so you're gonna use your second wind here.
4 points back.
All right, so you get 4 points back.
Lowest amount.
All right, second wind.
Because we're probably going to rest.
Well, you're using up everything, aren't you?
How are you at?
Oh, yeah.
You're not going to have anything when we get to the big fight.
All
The
right.
demon reappears.
Yeah, because none of us have used anything up.
We're all fine. We're all full go.
Okay. All right. So we'll come out of rounds. There's nothing valuable in
Yeah, I
here
think
at
so.
all. There's rotting food in the pantries. You don't find anything of value
They come
whatsoever.
back not finding secret doors, so
Nothing in any drawers, nothing in any cabinets. Anything you find is just rotten. There's nothing that's.
there was a stairway down this way.
No, this is the stairway.
No, I mean the forge.
Oh, in the forge?
Yeah.
No, there's on the other side, but through that the secret doors. There's a chain ladder going down into the falls.
Oh.
Yep, that's the next thing.
So Elle is going to now find Torrens wound.
How we get
All right.
down the ladder?
So 9 plus his level.
All right, so
So
9.
plus 3 would
12.
be 12. So I'll be at,
Minus 13.
yep.
Got it. All right.
Alright, so oh there you go.
Okay, depending how much space there is, you might be able to fly.
No, I mean through the tunnels.
Yeah, the tunnels. That's a good question.
Because they're 4 feet by 4 feet.
I don't think we climbed down that chain at all. I say we bring up the loot back to where the Donkey Kong is and go back to the lizard where we killed the lizard and go down that stairwell.
Yeah, there's stairs back. That's right.
Yeah.
There's definitely stairs that were going down that area where there was that waterfall. There was a stairway going back down that way.
Yep.
And that way Calkers would be able to go down with us.
Yep.
That too.
So.
Let's go. Let's
Okay.
grab all
It's
the
almost
loot.
good to have a dragon on your side.
All right, so I would say this is a perfect spot for us to stop for the evening before you guys go down the stairs to the next.
Man, how are you gonna
Next
last
section.
14 hours? You're already dying after 3.
Oh, you guys didn't get me coffee.
The water. Drink a lot of water, buddy. That's the key. So we will go ahead and end this session for tonight as our group of heroes here are going to explore another area of the Forge of Fury and see if that way they can find their way down below versus going down a chain link, old chain, rusty chain. What could happen? What could go wrong there, right? So I'm gonna go ahead and sign out. We will be back next Wednesday, 7:30, as always. If you've made it this far and watching this on Twitch or watching this on Twitch later, please hit the follow button. That way you know when we're live on Twitch. I also send out a note when we're going live on Twitter. So also follow me on Twitter. And we will also have this up on YouTube here probably later tonight. Excuse me. Running out of breath and don't have a drink with me.
Sorry, listen, do you want VP before we sign off, Bill?
Yes, I'll do that here quickly. Also, just a reminder, please watch us on our stream that's coming up on November 4th. We will go 14 hours, Curse of Strahd. It should be a lot of fun. Looking forward to scaring sleepy 10-year-old. So let's go around the room here for MVPs. Torn, let's start with you.
I have to go with Erebus for locating all the secret doors, like, because there are 30 today. Around 30.
There's what, 4? Yeah, 4 secret doors. So, all right, Zazriel.
Come back to me.
Huh?
Come back to me.
All right, L.
It was an interesting little part. I'd have to say
Okay, giving Kit the MVP.
Kid.
All right, perfect. Valiant.
Let's give it to Erebus.
All right. Then why?
Because he always did a good job.
All right.
Get back to studying, young man.
Go back to your books. Kit. Who deserves MVP, Kit?
I want to say Erebus.
All
Or
right.
just the bit where he found the woman in the library, and then it's like, nope. Hilarious.
Running away scared.
Yes.
Goddamn right. Still scared.
Nope.
Guys.
Nothing behind him.
You guys just scared of a little succubus. I don't understand. So. Just a little succubus, that's all. Dar.
Well, I gotta say, I gotta give it to Sazriel for finally showing me some true feelings. I understand what looking at dwarves can be sometimes, Saz, and I appreciate your honesty and your token of affection. So I'll say thanks.
Friendship.
Friendship.
No affection.
All right, Zazriel.
I'm gonna go with Erebus.
Erebus. All right. And then Erebus.
I'm gonna go with Kit. I thought she did a great job today doing new spells and new attacks and everything. I thought you did a great job there.
All right, perfect.
Amplified voice.
All right, so let's do this. I will give. I'm gonna give 2 luck cards out to one to Erebus and one to Kit. So let's do the one to Erebus here. This here is a fortuitous circumstance. This may manifest itself in many ways, including but not limited to double the loot reward. So this is a card that Dar had to save his life. So we've kind of recycled through the cards. Finding a door or a chest unlocked, coming across a broken trap, bumping into someone you were looking for, or any manner of lucky happenstance that helps you during your adventure.
Bump into the succubus.
I like the double loot, so when we find the next magic item, I'll throw that out.
Double
That's how it works, right, Bill?
Double Durgan's weapons.
And then
Exactly.
Kit, you have a plus D12 after making any skill or attack roll.
After you rolled it?
After you roll the die, you can add a D12, so plus a D12.
That's
So
amazing.
So if you think you've missed and you really want to hit or make a certain skill check, there you go. You have a D12.
Write that down so you don't forget it.
Just it.
Perfect. All right.
That's why I have my tiny little notebook.
All right, so perfect.
Do I get a bump?
I'll give Zazriel a bump since he asked. Since yes, I'll give Zazriel 1 bump.
Here,
So-
here. I'll pass it to
It's a
I'll
bump.
pass it to my bump.
All right. So with that, we are gonna sign out, and also just quick. Also, we run our Grey Guardians campaign Saturday. This probably will be the last session, probably at 3 o'clock. We're gonna start 3 o'clock session this Saturday. Play for a couple hours. A lot of role playing in that one. The group there has been teleported to Stonehar, where some of my old classic campaigns have happened. So be interesting to see how the Grey Guardians muck this up.
You mean how Vega messes this up?
So with that, I'm going to sign out for the night. Remember, it's cool to be a geek.
And I'll be
Pass
into
it
it.
on.